everyone, and happy Thursday. Welcome to Stock Market Today. Alyssa Corman Kintreve here with a breakdown of today's action. And on the show, we're going to take a look at three stocks with some compelling charts. Ken?
Yeah, all three of them have compelling charts. First, take a look at Mondaycom, IPO from June that is trading nicely above its 155 offer price. And also take a look at Tempur Sealy, which broke out today. And finally, Shopify, which after a lot of heavy volume gains, this thing has just been drifting lower, and light volume looks pretty good.
That's right. And here's a look at the major indexes. The NASDAQ gained 0.1% on the day, while the S&P 500 was up 0.5%, the Dow up 0.4%, and the Russell 2000, small caps up 0.9% for the day. So we're still seeing positive action in the market.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the Nasdaq fell early, but rallied back up near its high. Still, really not looking, too extended from its 50-day moving average. It's getting there, about 5% or so. So you can see it's at an area where maybe a little pullback down to the 10-day line or 21-day moving average wouldn't be surprising. But I was noting with Ed Carson today, even though we ended with decent gains, there was a lot of selling underneath the surface. A lot of these shipping stocks that we've been talking about under a lot of pressure, a lot of top-rated China growth stocks under a lot of pressure. So a lot of big percentage decliners today, even though the Nasdaq was able to hold up pretty well.
Okay, and a look at the S&P 500 hitting a record high, another up day here. So continuing to flex its strength.
Yeah, definitely. You can see, a lot of only one down session in the past 8 or 9 sessions. So this is another index where we wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a pullback here. But S&P 500's strength definitely fueled by oil and gas stocks. OPEC met today, and as expected, they're going to start raising output by a total of about 2 million barrels between August and December. But oil still rallied on the news, and big reason for the S&P 500 strength today. A lot of oil and gas stocks, continuing to outperform the market.
Yeah, even with the strength in tech, still seeing energy perform fairly well. At least a number of the top industry groups we are seeing oil and gas related. And a quick look at the Dow as well here, now breaking out of this area that it was holding in the last couple of sessions, trying to get back to highs.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Obviously, Walgreens, not a good story at all in the Dow today. That fell pretty sharply on earnings, but Nike, on the heels of a really strong earnings report last week, outperformed again in the Dow today.
And we're seeing a bit of an IPO flurry, Ken. So let's check in on one recent new issue, but it's been out for a couple of weeks now, and that is Mondaycom, ticker MNDY, in the enterprise software group. A pretty strong debut here, going public at $155 a share, now up to $229. Are we seeing the makings of an IPO base here?
Yeah, I think so. We were discussing this one in the office today. It's in the enterprise software group, and you can see the company description here. A maker of workforce management tools, all about helping companies operate more efficiently. Goldman Sachs brought this company public last month, so it's got a really good underwriter. And priced at 155, opened at 173 on its first day trading, and now it seems to be building a new home above the 220 level here. So I think what's most compelling as we switch over to the weekly chart here is you see those two huge weekly gains, a very, very successful debut, and look at what it's done since then. It is just trading tightly near highs. This is very strong technical action. So not often that you see a 3 weeks type pattern so soon with an IPO like this. But I mean, this would definitely qualify as a short IPO base. So let's go ahead and put this one on breakout watch.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and set an alert together on MarketSmith here, Ken. I may even set a little bit of an earlier alert. You never know. But investors should keep in mind that these IPO stocks can potentially be pretty volatile. So we'll keep that in mind as we continue to track Monday.com. And don't sleep on TPX, Tempur Sealy, up 6% today. Heavy volume behind the move. So a pretty good looking breakout here today, Ken.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of a rare. We didn't really see too many technical breakouts today, and frankly, that's been the crop of breakouts probably has been shrinking a little bit. Seeing some pretty good pullbacks to support levels, but Tempur Sealy, this was a bona fide breakout, conventional entry of 41.13, right, 10 cents above the high there, and closed near its highs, and a good spike in volume late in the day. So. This has really been a company that has a very good track record of earnings and sales
Right.
growth, and yeah, we like the breakout here, and relative strength line pretty close to new high ground, not quite there yet, but was commenting with Dave Chung and Ed Carson in the office today. I mean, this stock has been on made such an explosive move, and the latest pullback was only about 13% off its high, so that fits the definition of a flat base structure, and this is a good looking breakout, and we'll see if market can let it run here.
Yeah, solid action there. And last but not least, Shopify down about 1% for the week, but that could be a good thing here, Ken. Finally seeing a little bit of a pullback, shares drifting lower after an explosive move that saw heavy volume behind it when it cleared the 1280, 1300 level.
Yeah, when software stocks started to rally, this one just took off in spades, and really a good example of what a pretty serious accumulation phase looks like in a stock. You can see all the volume just exploded higher, very very heavy volume as it worked its way higher. It topped that 1500 level and then backed off highs, and now it's just been kind of drifting lower in pretty light volume. So still like the technical picture here. The big debate really is, has all the big money been made in Shopify? Because when you look at the weekly chart, this stock has formed several bases over the past several months, and I mean, it's a legitimate question. You can see the monthly chart. I mean, it's just been a big time market leader. So some are saying, well, this latest cup base where it pulled back, it was about a 35% correction. Was that enough to shake out sellers and maybe reset the base count? But Market Smith is definitely calling this a later stage base. So there's some risk here, but overall, the technical setup, I like the low volume pullback recently, and this one, could be setting up for another move higher. I think it's a good one for the watch list.
Technical action looking good. And when you talk about growth stocks, Shopify it continues to be in that huge growth mode and continuing to see momentum. So we'll keep tabs on if it can get back above that 1500 level. All right, Ken, thank you so much for your analysis today. And thank you all for tuning in. We're going to continue the conversation tomorrow morning, of course, on IBD Live to cap off the week ahead of the 3-day weekend. So remember that. We will not be with you on Monday, but we'll be excited to get going again on Tuesday. But we'll see you tomorrow morning on IBD Live. Thanks for watching, everyone.